Hello, everyone. Welcome to KTAL News Now. I'm your host, Anthony Mocklin, and today we're here to talk about seborrheic dermatitis, which is a common inflammatory skin condition, and the Free to Be Me campaign is helping raise awareness for it. And here to talk with me about it are members of the campaign, including six-time PGA Tour winner Max Homa and board-certified dermatologist Dr. Tina Bhutani. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
So could you talk a little bit about y'all's personal journey with SebDerm and the treatment options that might be available for it?
Yeah, I was in high school and I noticed some flaking in my scalp. I assumed it was just dandruff. I got to college, I started getting redness around my nose, especially some more flaking in my beard. I thought I just had dry skin, kind of avoided it, hoped it would just go away for a very long time. Then finally got the nudge from my wife to go see a specialist. So I went and saw a dermatologist. They prescribed me with Zoryve foam. It was very light lifting. It's a once daily application. And yeah, I didn't know what sebderm was. That's what they diagnosed me with. Again, I thought it was just dry skin. So it was cool to find out that there was an answer. That's why I'm part of this Free to Be Me campaign. And yeah, it was just one of those things that, you just procrastinate and hope things go away, or you figure it out and you realize that it was a bigger issue than it was. So I've been urging people to, if you have a question or have a concern, go talk to somebody who might know the answer.
And Dr. Tina, could you talk a little bit about the disease for people who might not be too familiar with it?
Sure, yeah. So seborrheic dermatitis, or sebderm, as it's oftentimes referred to, presents as these red, scaly, flaky plaques, most commonly on the scalp, but it can oftentimes involve visible areas like the face or even the trunk and chest. Sometimes these areas can be really itchy and uncomfortable. And so it's really, and this is not an uncommon disease. There's actually 10 million Americans currently living with this disease, and that's why Max and I are excited to be here partnering with Arcutis on this Free to Be Me campaign to help raise awareness about this common skin condition.
And Max, you've been dealing with this obviously for a long time now. How difficult has it been to manage, and how helpful has the treatment been in your experience?
Yeah, it was just trial and error, and it was mostly just error for me. Just trying to do something by myself. Again, I didn't know I had sebderm. I just thought I had dry skin, and it was just awkward for me because I play professional golf. I'm in front of a lot of people a lot. I do interviews a lot. You wake up in the morning and know you're having a bad day. It was never a great setup. So it's been nice to partner with Arcutis. It's been great to get this Zoryve foam. Like I said, it's an easy thing for me. I just brush my teeth, put it on, and then go about my day. So it's really taken a load off my thought process in the morning.
And Dr. Tina, for those who are like Max who weren't sure that they had it at first, what are some telltale signs and symptoms to look out for?
Yeah, so if you have rashes in the common areas, if you're feeling uncomfortable, it's always good to try to see a board certified dermatologist to get the diagnosis and to get it take a look at, because sebderm is one of the things, but there's other rashes that can present as well, and so we want to make sure that you get diagnosed adequately and treated as well.
And when it comes to that treatment, what options are available to most people?
Yeah, so Zoryve 0.3% foam, also known as Roflumilast, is the newest addition to our toolbox for the treatment of seborrheic dermatitis. It's indicated for people with seborrheic dermatitis who are ages 9 and up. And I tell my patients that the most common side effects are things like the common cold, nausea, and headache. And it's been proven in clinical trials to be effective for the treatment of seborrheic dermatitis.
And Max, when it comes to your personal experience, what do you want other people to take away from your story?
Yeah, well, again, we're part of the Free to Be Me campaign, and those three words are short, but I think they mean a lot. You don't want to be self-conscious about anything. We got enough going on in this world, so I want people, if they have an issue, I want them to just go seek advice, seek help from, as Dr. Bhutani said, a board certified specialist, board certified dermatologist. It took me way too long to go ask somebody who really knew what they were talking about for an answer, and once I did get one, it's been great. So I've just been urging people to go. If you have a question, if you have a concern, an issue, let's go talk to somebody who might have an answer.
And how valuable was having the right medical care provided to you and having the treatment options that worked for your specific case?
Yeah, it's been great. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a lot more cumbersome than it ended up being. It's not even something I really think about anymore. It's just kind of part of my daily routine, and my daily routine is quite short before I leave for work. So it's been great. It's fit right in. I think I had just built this thing up in my head so much, so I avoided really seeking anything other than what I had been doing, which was obviously wrong. So yeah, I just it's one of those things. You get a stigma in your head about skin stuff. Oh, I just have dry skin. It'll fix itself at just certain areas, that the problem arises in. But in this case, I figured I had Derm, which again had no clue what that was at the time. And now that I understand it, it's been so much easier to manage, which has been great.
And Dr. Tina, for those who might be putting it off for a while, when do you think is the absolute most they should go without, seeing a medical professional? Like, when is the time to call and make an appointment?
Yeah, I think if you've had a rash for a significant amount of time and like Max, mentioned, it's not going away on its own, I think it's time to see a medical professional because again, there are treatment options available that can help to improve your skin condition.
And where can people get more information about treatment options, healthcare providers, and all of that?
Yeah, so for more information, people can go to Zoryve, that's ZORYVE.com.
All right. And is there anything that we didn't cover today that either of y'all wanted to touch a little bit more on?
Max, do you have anything
That's
to add?
Dr. Bhutani's lane. You got all the scientific words. I'll just keep going on the idea. I think that is a very common thing for my gender to avoid help. I don't like going to the doctor. I truly just with many things just try to hope that I can figure it out or it'll go away. And again, I know I sound like a broken record, but all it took was for me was one trip to the dermatologist, and all of a sudden I learned about this thing I did not know existed, and I obviously did not know I had. So for 20 or so years, I was just thinking, oh, I have dandruff like a gazillion other people, and my face gets really dry because I live in the desert. So never thought that there would ever be an answer until I actually talked to somebody who knew what they were talking about. So again, feel free to be me. I just think is very important for so many people. We have enough going on. We don't want to be self-conscious. We don't want to think about our face. We just want to get on with our day and enjoy best we can with a smile on our face. So this has really helped take a step in that direction for me. And I know, if other people can go seek out some help, I'm sure it can alleviate some of those issues as well.
And is there any advice to people that you would have for people who are active, especially outdoors like you? Like, is there anything you have to cope with, especially being outside, or is that just kind of like a routine for you?
No, that's a great question because again, like when I would get redness, I was like, oh, maybe it's just a sunburn. Maybe I've just been outside too much. So again, speaking to dermatologists about a lot of different things in the last, I guess, year for me has been great because there's, a lot of issues that it could be. So yeah, just getting answers. Like that's kind of what I found is let's go seek answers and not just guess. Again, being out playing golf all the time, you're not shocked when you have some kind of blotchiness or redness on your face, but when it was itchy and plaquey, as Dr. Bhutani said, and it was very uncomfortable. I wasn't quite sure what was going on, like I said, it makes so much sense now that it's something I was a little bit greater than I had anticipated or more grand, and so I don't know if it's just an outside thing. That would be a Dr. Bhutani lane, but I guess I just kept using other guesses, which was, oh, the sun's getting me or whatever, instead of just talking to somebody and asking about what the real causes and reasons for my redness, my itchiness, all these things were.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to talk about this and highlight this very, very important issue.
Thank you very much.
So much.
And if you haven't yet, be sure to visit KTALnews.com, which is also where you can get all of your local, breaking, and trending news stories like these. And that's also where we stream KTAL News Now every day, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. But for now, I'm Anthony Mocklin. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for joining us.